G'day punters and welcome to Tab's Inside 50. Now we weren't happy with Shane Crawford's performance last week, so we sent him kicking and screaming to the Kentucky Derby to have a think about it. In the meantime, we've replaced him with Game's AFL record holder Boomer Harvey. So stick with us as we go Inside 50. G'day punters and welcome to Tab's Inside 50. Nick, Quinn and Boomer Harvey looking at all the hard-hitting topics going into round 7. And we start with the Supercats. Geelong have been electric so far this season. Boomer, why are they so good?
They've injected new players to the football club. Gary Rowan's been sensational, kicked over 10 goals already. Dalehouse is having 6 or 7 tackles a game. The old heads are standing up. Ablett's been sensational. Selwood out in the wing, which is different. And even Patrick Dangerfield floating forward more. So I think just the changes they've made, it's worked.
And you're sticking with them against the Bombers on Sunday?
Funny you say that. No, I'm not.
Ooh.
I'm going to go with the Bombers. I think the way you beat Geelong is quick ball movement. Their defence is so proactive that they get out and help each other. And I think the Bombers can play some quick football, get the ball out the back and beat the Cats.
Well, the Bombers are now outside of giving a 14.5 start at the line there as well in Sunday afternoon footy against Geelong. Now the Pies, they've been pretty hot this season. They're flag favourites. Do you anticipate they'll have too much firepower for Port in Friday night footy?
I do. Robbie Gray for Port Adelaide is out. Huge out for them. I like what they're doing. They've got the young guys, Rosie, Dersma, Butters, these type of guys. But I think the Pies, their midfield bats really deep and their forward line, I really love their forward line. It's quick. You got Stevenson to go. He's a powerful player. Hoskin Elliott's back in. Elliott's back in this week and I think they'll be way too quick.
Do you think it'll be a close game or they'll do them comfortably?
No, I think it's going to be closer than what people anticipate. I think 1-39 is a really good bet.
Okay, better than double your money there. $2.05 for Collingwood to win 1-39.5 at Marvel Stadium Friday night. Now we move on to my favourite topic, bin or win. You like it? It's a win. You don't? We'll turf it in the bin. And we'll kick off with the Ds. Will they keep their season alive and cause the upset against Hawthorn?
Win. Ooh. I think they will. I think Hawthorn don't bat super deep through the midfield. You stamp O'Meara, he doesn't get enough of the football. Carlton did that last week but didn't do it quite good enough. And I think Melbourne get the bickies here, Quinny.
Well, they need to, that's for sure. So Melbourne have caused the upset. Now, no Jack Riewoldt for Richmond. Will Tom Lynch kick 3 or more goals against the Bulldogs?
That's a win. That's a win. Riewoldt out. Someone's got to kick the goals. Lynch has started the year sensationally well. And I think he'll kick 3 or more pretty easily, to be honest.
Now, Nat Fyfe needs to have a big game if Fremantle's going to beat Adelaide. Will he have 30 or more disposals?
That's a bin for me.
Ooh.
I think Crows to win the game and they have to get rid of Fyfe out of the midfield, push him forward, and I think they'll do that and they'll do it pretty easily. 24, 25 touches for Fyfe for me.
2 wins, 2 out of 3. As Meatloaf said, that's not too bad. Now, we move on to our next segment, winning underdogs. You alluded to the fact that you do like the Bombers against Geelong. Is there 1 or 2 others you fancy?
There is. I did say Tom Lynch would kick 3 or more goals, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think the Bulldogs beat the Tigers.
They can't score.
They haven't kicked 10 goals for a few weeks now, but I think their midfield will give them enough forward 50 entries. And this week, they do kick a winning score.
So 17.5 at the line, that appeals, obviously?
That appeals big time to me.
OK, so the Western Bulldogs to upset Richmond. Can't say I agree with that one. Don't mind your other one, though, the Bombers to knock off Geelong Sunday afternoon. Now, the same game multi, there's a new bet type that's growing in popularity, and you've identified Brisbane to get the points and Lachie Neale to have the most disposals from Group A as Brisbane host Sydney Saturday night. That double gets you $2.84, and Lachie Neale, he's been absolutely superb so far for the Lions. He's $2 in that most disposal group, but you think he's a big Brownlow chance?
I do. I think Brisbane have won enough games early. They'll continue to win a few more, especially at home. Even when they lose, he'll pick up the 2 or the 1 because 40 possessions is a lot. And when they win, he'll get the 3. Sydney, for me, they're nearly done, Quinny, so that's why I thought Brisbane. OK, could be all over for Sydney. They've had such a great run, but I don't think they'll be playing finals footy this season. Now we get to our final segment, the Sealer. We're 5 goals up, kicking with the wind. What could possibly go wrong? Leave us with your best bet. This week, GWS to beat St Kilda and do it convincingly. I think GWS they're not far off Geelong and not far off Magpies. So I think they'll be about 3rd in the premiership betting, and that's exactly where they should be. I think they're quick players, are playing some really good football. Kelly on the outside's getting the ball. They're just coming good at the right time.
There we go. Boomer anticipates the Giants to beat St Kilda by more than 32 points, so take them at the minus. I agree the Giants will win. I'm throwing them in a multi with Collingwood and also Adelaide, and that gets you $2.28. I think that's going to be like finding money in the street. And make sure you join us next time as we take you Inside 50.